Hello everyone, this is Angie at Chicken Scratch and today is Thursday, July 6th, 2023. If you're watching me live, let me know if you can hear me. Yes, we're on a different night tonight since Tuesday was July 4th. Okay, I'm just waiting for that first comment. There with a notification on my phone, so it's official. Those of you that have subscribed should have gotten a notice. Hi Tammy, and you can hear me okay? Hi Melissa. Hi Carol. Okay, so we'll give everybody, did I say that right? We'll give everybody about a minute to get in here. Perfect. Okay, you can hear me. Great. Let me show you all the projects. They're so cute, aren't they? Put my face in the corner there. Did y'all have a happy 4th? Hi, Becky. Another Carol, Debbie, Joan. Aloha. Okay, so while we're waiting for everyone to get in here, we are going to be making all 4 cards tonight. And I did call this a class, but I am not offering a packet to go. And the reason is because I'm not confident that the product is going to be available for very much longer. All of this product was released today for customers. Hi, Lisa. So as a downline, not a downline, as a demonstrator, I said downline because I saw Lisa. As a demonstrator, we could pre-order some of the online exclusive products. And this was some of the products that we could pre-order. Did y'all get the truck and the truck punch today, by the way? Yeah, I'm kind of a hot mess. I think I say that every week. So I'm a hot mess for a different reason this week because I just got back from our family vacation. And it wasn't technically a vacation because vacation means you get to rest and relax. There wasn't much of that going on, but I come home to this, bonus days. In fact, let me put that, hi Cliffy. Oh my goodness, you're expecting another grandbaby. Okay, so I'm going to put this image on the screen. So for those of you that did not get any of my emails, the clearance rack was refreshed today. Bonus day started today. Online exclusive started today. And then the paper pumpkin sale is today and tomorrow, I believe. So there is so much going on. And it's like the 4th was a holiday. Last weekend was a holiday for a lot of people. So it's like, oh, it's so exhausting. Is the truck already sold out? Let me go and check really quick. Let's see. The last time I checked, and you know, the truck, I mean, I knew it was going to sell out. Yes, it's currently unavailable now, but the punch is still available. So it's the stamp set that's gone on back order. So the punch is currently available, but the stamp set is not. Now, y'all know Stampin' Up! Makes the stamps, so they will be back in stock. It's that punch that's hard to get. Yeah. Hopefully that made sense, right? Yeah. I love the truck punch, but we did have a truck. No, I don't know if we've ever had a die, right? But the punch is still available, just not the stamp set. And Stampin' Up! Makes those, so it's coming back. Okay, so I already said I'm a hot mess, and the reason is because there's so much going on. So we have 4 cute, simple cards using the brand new product, One Horse Open Sleigh. Not sure how long it's going to last. I really wanted to offer a class, but I'm not joking when I say I suspect that any minute now the paper's going to be gone and probably the embellishments. This is not typically, my style. I usually like cutesy stuff. But as I made all 4 of these cards today, and I will tell y'all how I made them. I went to the Stampin' Up! Shop and I looked for inspiration because this is not my normal thing. So I went to the Stampin' Up! Website, I looked at the online exclusives, and what I did first, this was the first card that I made. And I was kind of sort of in the process of casing one of their ideas, and then I changed it. And then after that, I just got started, and this is my favorite, of course. Don't you know it? I just love it so much. Oh my gosh, I just wish that was a stamp so bad. And this says joyful. That's in everything is in this bundle. When I saw this image, I wanted to say that I miss you. Because doesn't that little face look like it's saying to its mama that it misses it? We saw a bunch of deer this week at the lake house, so deers are on my mind. Anyway, so we're going to start. Does anybody have any questions, actually, before we get started? Susan says that it will be available July 17th. Yeah. So if you want the punch, I would say go ahead and order it now. Do not wait on the stamp set to come back in stock, because I promise. Oh, thank you, Sandra. If you wait on the stamp set, then the punch is going to be gone. I'm just saying. And I know some of y'all don't want to order 2 times this month, but if you want that punch, and some of you are probably wondering, what in the world are we talking about? And I don't think I even brought a picture over of the One Horse Open Sleigh, did I? I did not. If you haven't seen it, it's over on, did I put it on my blog today? I did. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so let's start. We are going to be offering Chick Candy, so let me go ahead and post that link so that y'all can go and enter to win. See, I said we're going to start stamping, but let me cover this really quickly because some of y'all may not want it. So tonight's instant live Chick Candy is going to be, what I did was I took the Basics 3D embossing folder and I split it into 3 gifts. So Live Chick Candy 104 is this pattern, flowers, I guess you could say. Live Chick Candy number 105 is the polka dots or dots. And then 106 is my favorite of the group. And I'm not sure what to call that, crosshatch or something. I don't know. So this is what we're going to be giving away live tonight. And then my YouTube Chick Candy, we'll do a little spiel in the middle of the video, okay? And I will announce last week's winners as well. So let me post that link for y'all real quick in the comment section. Oh, let me find it real quick. I had it. Here we go. Instant. Where's my keyboard? Copy. So if you're on YouTube, it's going to be in the chat box. And if you're on Facebook, it's going to be in the comments. Okay, so there's the comment. Or not the comment. The link to go and enter to win the live. Yeah. Okay, I was reading comments. So this is the one that we're starting with, and I already have my little packet ready here to make it. Like I said, I just designed these today, so I know this product was available to demonstrators earlier, but I've not had time in the month of June. Too much was going on. You already know my life. So I'm going to tell you how I did this card, because it's kind of different. It's kind of hard to explain. Wait, let me get my die cut machine. If I ask where my mouse is, it's behind me. And I'm going to get the circle. As much as I tried to be organized today, it was almost impossible. here we go. So the first step is I'm going to cut the deer out because that's the most important part, okay? So I'm going to get my die cut machine. And I have not trimmed this. So this is the straight 6x6 piece, okay? I didn't cut anything in advance because I wanted to show you how I did it. I usually struggle with doing Christmas in July because it's kind of sort of not my thing, but when there's cute product that I can, you know what I mean? Okay, so step one, we have cut him out, or her, it. So cute. Now what I'm going to do is add my Designer Series paper to the top of the card. And I know you're like, well, why don't you cut it first? Because I want it to be in the center, and I want more of the trees and less of this. So I found that the best way for me to do it was to take my liquid glue and just add it. Actually, I didn't even use liquid glue for this part. I actually used my Stampin' Seal because I'm just going around the edges. I didn't want any liquid glue seeping into the middle and messing me up. So now I'm going to take this and try. It's really, here we go. This is the best way, right? Yeah. So now you're wondering, how do I cut it? I'm not pushing any sewing things, but I will tell you that if you put it on the trimmer here and you try to cut it, you might cut into your basic white cardstock, and you really don't want that to happen. See, when I do that, I don't get as close as I want to, so I actually use my rotary cutter. Some people use like a Fiskars tool, a Fiskars knife or whatever it's called. I can't do that. So what I use, let me get it real quick, is a rotary cutter. And I really do use this tool because it turns. And I use this tool a lot in sewing because it's just so fabulous. So all I do is take my ruler and line this up and then cut. Okay, that's perfect. And then I turn this and I shift this. Did y'all see the Brookie tote bag tutorial? There's that side. And turn it again. Like I said, I know there's, oh, I didn't turn it, did I? I'm concentrating. Okay, there it is. It's in the center, right? So that's how I did it today. There's more than one way, but that's the way I do it. And I found that I can be a little more precise. Now, I want to cut the center out again, or not again. Yeah, again, because we want to put the little, at first I was like, oh, I'll just pop him up and then it'll be so cute. But then I'm like, no, I like it as a window. I could have even put a piece of window sheet in there, right? I don't have a separate rotary cutter for paper because, to be honest, I don't do it that often. And I've probably used that one maybe 4 times on paper. Yeah, and you know, cutting fabric, we are always replacing our blades. I mean, always. So I probably have 10 rotary blades just waiting. I do not want this to shift. So I'm like, please, I need some tape. Where is it? Purple tape. Yeah, especially if you cut fusible fleece and interface, and that really dulls the blades quickly. Okay, there we go. That's not straight. I can tell it's not straight. I don't want to mess up my card. Okay. I got an email today about a magnetic platform. If you're on here, I've not answered you yet. We don't currently have a magnetic platform. It was defective and it has not been replaced yet. So I do not have one, except that you can use this if you have it. Yeah, I whispered, but I'm live, so all y'all are seeing it. But I actually do use that sometimes. No, I do. Just not when I'm live. Sometimes I do when I'm all stressed out, but I'm not stressed today. Save this for a future project. Yeah, a window sheet would be really cute there. Okay, I'm going to save that piece. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear my fan? If you can hear it, then I'm going to turn it off. But if you can't hear it, then I'm going to leave it on. Because it is really hot in here. The sun is shining right in here. I had to close both the blinds. Okay, so now for this piece, we're just going to pop it up with a dimensional. And I'm going to put two. One on each side. Okay, there we go. See how cute. Oh, it looks like I didn't trim exactly what I needed to. Now I'm going to take this. Oh my goodness gracious. Whew, I have enough. I'm like, oh, I'm at the end of my ribbon, but I have enough. Whew, that would have been disastrous. I would have had to get up and go in the other room. Yeah, okay, I'm tying a bow. A little bow. I love this ribbon. Of course I do. I love white ribbon. When I got up this morning, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a hot mess. I don't know what I'm going to make today. I'm so stressed out. And at lunchtime, I had one card made. And I was like, okay, I'm on the right track. Yeah, and then when I got the second one made, I was like, oh, I'm on a roll. I can do this. And then I was just going to make 3 cards, and then another one. I thought of another one, so then I was like, okay, we're making 4. I probably could have kept on, right? Okay, so like I said, Joyful is in this, but we're just going to pretend that I stamped that because I want to use Miss You. I actually want to send this to someone. Pauline said, how do I keep my scissors sharp? I clean them with alcohol pads. Yeah, I clean them with alcohol pads. Those little, well, let me show you. I clean it with this. And then if it gets really dull, then I take it to the shop and they have them sharpen it. But to be honest, I haven't had this one sharpened. My other one, it's ready to be sharpened. Yeah. Okay, so this came from a retired, I believe this was retired. What I did was I went up there and I looked for a Miss You to send someone, because I want to send this card to someone. And that's what I found. I couldn't find a font that I liked in the catalog. Let me show you this. I want to make sure y'all understand though. But here's Joyful, so you can make this card. But I'm using Miss You because I want to be able to send this card to someone. Yeah. I probably went around and round on that, explaining that, but I have a million things going through my head today. And tomorrow's Friday. Goodness gracious. How did I do this? This is not how I did that. Okay, let me think for a second. How did I do this? I think I did it this way. Okay, so right here. I'm going to take both ends. Yeah, this is how I did it. So take your linen thread and put the ends together. And I know I should have a threader over here. I only have a gazillion of them in the other room, but I don't have one in here. And it's not going to cooperate if y'all are watching me, right? Grr. Okay, we're going to start over. I need a bigger piece. Oh, the little tag die cut is from the Cracker. Thank you for asking me that. I would have forgotten. Oh, and I think I forgot to put it on the supply list too. Okay, I got it. Use the threader. I swear I have a whole, when you buy them, you get a ton of them. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a mini, I'm going to take a mini dimensional. Where are they? Where's my minis? Right here. And, yeah, let me show you those dies. Right here. Cracker Treat Box. So first I looked for a little greeting. No, first I found the die, and then, because I didn't want the greeting to distract you from the beautiful little deer. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be the focus. So I'm just going to slide that under there like that. Isn't that so cute? Yeah. I love it. And then the final step is we're going to add some of these embellishments. Okay, I got to put everything back where it goes so that when we make the next card, I'll know exactly where to find it. Okay, now I'm going to take the medium size, and these have pretty good adhesive on them, but you got to press once you put them down, and if you don't press, then you'll find that they pop off. One of my cards is missing 2 of them. This is also a part of that same collection, the One Horse Open Sleigh. Okay, so look, miss you. Joyful. Isn't it cute? I mean, it's super, super simple, but that's, I mean, I just think it's so beautiful simple, right? Okay, so now for card number 2. Let's see. It's this one. So now, look, I put a number 2 on the back. So on this card, I had a little boo-boo. I accidentally cut my paper too small. So normally our cards measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this card is 5 1/4 by 4 because I accidentally cut my paper the wrong size. So we're gonna make the correct size now. But if you notice, you will notice that it's the wrong size because I whacked it before I thought. Okay, so I've already got the card base. For all of the cards tonight, I'm using thick basic white. So there's no measurements because the measurements are all the same. So let me show you the PDF really quick. Let's see. Is this it? Yes. Okay. So this will be ready for you tomorrow. The One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper is the same measurement on all 4 cards. So I've cut it to measure 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. The thick basic white cardstock is going to be for 3 of the cards. And then Misty Moonlight is the base for card number 3. they're all pretty simple cards, but like I said, I feel like the paper is so beautiful. Why take from that, right? Yeah, it's beautiful paper. So the first step for this one is we are going to, once again, cut the designer series paper, making sure that we cut it the right way. And I wanted this beautiful tree on my card versus this big, you know, the other tree. What can I say? So I'm going to cut this to measure 5.5. And then you have to decide how much you want to cut off. If you'll notice here, I wanted the tree to be at the very bottom. So I cut a little bit off at the bottom. And if you're concerned about wasting paper, you can always use this, what is it? It's 7/8 of a strip. Yeah, it's 7/8 of an inch. So that is for a different card. And then now I'm going to cut this to measure 4.25. And if I didn't mess up, it will fit on here perfectly. And it does. Yay. I'm going to post the link again to enter to win the instant prizes in case someone is new and they didn't get it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my liquid glue and attach this paper to the front. Okay, it's the great thing about the liquid glue is that it allows you to slide your paper into position. If you're having bubbles, you're using too much. I do that sometimes too. Okay, now, this image and this image, believe it or not, is stamped in basic gray. And I know you guys are looking at this and you're saying, but you colored with your Stampin' Blend markers. I know, I did, didn't I? It doesn't affect it. Now, maybe if you had a heavy hand and you were, yeah, I'm saying it works for me. So basic gray, and then I'm going to get the images. Here's the greeting. And I don't know about y'all, but this was the only block that I found that would fit. Sorry, I just noticed I had ink from previously. Oh, thank y'all. Y'all like the card? I'm glad you like it. When I woke up this morning, I was just not real sure. In fact, I had a little monkey project that we could make, but I really wanted to show off this beautiful paper. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, I could have gotten a little bit more ink right there, but I'm going to call it done. Yeah, I should have added a little bit more ink. Oh, wait, I need that for the greeting. Come back here. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I should be using my Stampin' mat because this is photopolymer. I wanted to use basic gray because basic black, or not basic, we don't even have basic black anymore. Memento was too dark. I wanted to keep the softness of this paper. And when I tried to use the Memento, it just was too bold. You know what I mean? So I'm using Mossy Meadow and Boho Blue blends and Smoky Slate and Gray Granite. And I'll explain that in just a minute. So I wanted the horse to have a different color than the sleigh. Does that make sense? So I'm going to color that first. This is light gray granite. I think that's it on that part, right? Yep. And so we're done with the gray granite. Now is this the light? Yep, it is. So boho blue, the light. And you can use whatever color you want. I just was kind of trying to figure out what color goes really well with the shading. And I tried to use Misty Moonlight, and it was too dark. See? So if you're thinking using Misty Moonlight, it was too dark. Boho Blue worked better. Okay, I don't want to color the wrong thing. Okay, y'all have to tell me, what do y'all think these little things sticking out of this, hold on, I'll point them out. I don't know what in the world they are. I mean, so what is this thingy and this thingy? Like, what are those things? I really don't know. Like, is it part of the blanket? Is it fringe? Is it, I have no clue. So yeah, in the comments section or the chat box, tell me what you think those little pieces are, because I really don't know. So on this card, I colored them the same color as the sleigh because I didn't know what they were. Yeah, what are they? And I need smoky slate. Oh, here it is for the sleigh. It does look like a blanket, doesn't it? I just don't know. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to color it the same color because I don't really know what it is. Maybe I should have just left it white, but if I color it the same color, then nobody notices anything, right? Okay, so now we're going to die cut this. Where's my die? I'm going to put this back in here. I do not want to lose that. Here's the die. And we're just going to cut the greeting out with scissors, okay? So oh, is it a blanket? You think they're presents? Okay, well, they can be gray presents, right? Are y'all still, I never heard if anyone.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Okay. Y'all can't hear my fan, right? It's blankets. Okay, well, I colored them gray. It matches the sleigh. I think that rhymed, didn't it? Gray and sleigh. Oh, there's a die for it. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, I somehow missed that. Okay, there we go. Now, for the greeting, I'm just going to use my tiny trimmer that I got on Amazon, and I'm going to trim it down to the smallest I can get it without whacking into it. And I did. Look at me. Goodness gracious. That's what I get for saying. Let's do this again. Okay, so Lori says it's not presents. What is it though? Okay, I need to trim a little bit more. Okay. It's a little crooked, but I can use a Post-it note to hold it, because it's kind of hard to hold something, you know what I mean? There we go. Now that's straight. And this time I'm just gonna attach this to the card flat, because I'm gonna pop this one up. I'm laughing because I can't find my words, but what's new? Maybe I can never find my words, right? Okay, so I'm going to put the greeting in place first. Let me get this card over here so y'all can see it. So I'll put the greeting down. Wow, that's a lot darker. That's what happens when you use more ink. I didn't have enough ink on mine. So put this down first. And don't forget, this card is smaller than this one because I accidentally cut it. Okay. Now I know I messed up because the ink isn't bright enough, but stinking cute, right? Now, card number 3, we're going to be doing some embossing, and we're going to take a couple minutes. We're going to take a little short commercial break. Absolutely, all of our designer series paper is way prettier in person. When you look at it online, it's kind of muted, and like if you ever shop for fabric, it's kind of the same way. Like to see stuff in person is so much better. So we're going to go ahead and do some housekeeping notes now before we finish. We've made 2 cards and we're going to make 2 more, but let's go through everything that's going on right now. Today, clearance rack refresh, bonus days started. Now bonus days is going through the whole month, so no rush on that, except that if you're ordering online exclusives, bump that order up to 50 so that you get your coupon. Yeah, and then just put your coupons in a folder. I already started myself a folder today because I did place 2 orders, because when I placed my first order, the truck wasn't available. And then it was available, and then I placed another order. And then the paper pumpkin sale. So enough about that. This is my current host code. You get your choice of in color treat bags. There's 25 in there. That's a lot of bags. I'm gonna have to show y'all some ideas using them. I do really like them. Or you can choose a Stamp and Blend marker of your choice. Markers, they come in a 2-pack. Y'all are still liking the markers, so I'm going to keep offering those with my host code until y'all tell me to stop. Chick Candy 170 was posted on my website on July 1st, and you have multiple ways to enter to win. I did do a short on this today, or I posted the short today. What's next? Okay, so the next item is, let me get rid of that. The next item, not that, is our YouTube Chick Candy. So tonight's prize that I'm giving away, I'll announce the winner next Tuesday. So I'll announce the winner from last week's in just a minute. So let me move this over. Where can I put it? Right there. No, let's just hide it. So it's going to be this fabric basket. This is a smaller fabric basket. It's the same fabric that I used on the Brookie tote. It's called Beautiful Day by Corey Yoder. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's beautiful fabric. So this Chick Candy also includes the Crafting With You stamp set. This is current, and then this is retired. The Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folder. So all you have to do is leave a comment on this video on YouTube, and I will post the winner's name next Tuesday, okay? And again, I'll put, all you have to do is leave a comment. You don't have to do anything fancy. Last week, we announced this one, and Denise, let me pull up her name. Denise was our winner. I had 85 comments. That's it, 85. So Denise, your name was drawn. Congratulations. You get the drawstring bag, the Zany Zoo stamp set, and the embellishments. And I think that might be all I have tonight. Yep, that's it. Okay, we'll get back to stamping now. We will do the instant Chick Candy when we're done making the other two cards. Does anybody have any questions before I start back up? Oh, Cottage Rose, you're right. That does look kind of similar, doesn't it? I was trying to scroll back and see if anybody said y'all can hear my fan. Valerie, is that how you say your name? Valerie, she wanted to know what the bonus day coupons are. And I'm going to go pull it up on my website so that I don't butcher it, because I want to make sure that I word it exactly right. So give me just 1 second and I'll pull that up for you. Okay, so from July 6th through the 31st, you earn a $5 coupon for every $50 that you spend, and that's before tax and shipping. And then after the deadline, then in August, you'll be able to redeem those coupons. So let's say in August, you have a $15 order. Although, do we even have anything that's 15? Yeah, we do. But in August, you'll get to redeem those coupons, and it takes it right off the top of the total. So, yeah, and if you have multiple codes, like I got 6 today, and I will redeem them in August. So it takes the $5 right off the top, and so you'll only pay tax and shipping on the other part. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a coupon. Yeah, takes it right off the top. I'm very excited about the truck punch and the truck bundle. Yes. Okay, card number 3. Here's the supplies. And this paper was so beautiful that I decided that it didn't need much of anything. And so I tried a couple things. Like I said, I designed these cards today. And I kept thinking, I don't want to do anything to this card. They will email you the coupon. Absolutely. In fact, as soon as you place the order, the email comes right in. Yeah, I got mine all today. So what I decided to do, and I was going to add ribbon, and everything I did just kind of took away from the beautiful paper. So I just decided to emboss the greeting, and then I just fussy cut around it. Okay, so the card base is is it Misty Moonlight? Yes, like Kohl's Cash. Absolutely. Yeah, make sure you save the emails because I don't have access to that information. Tony wants to know, will the truck punch work on the original truck set? No, it will not. It's completely different size. Yeah. Okay, thank y'all. Yeah, but make sure you save those emails. That's why I said put them in a folder. In fact, I already put mine in a folder today and I named it Bonus Days. Okay, so the first step is we are going to cut the designer series paper, and I kind of did the same thing. I wanted to get most of the house in there, but I needed to leave room for the greeting. So what I did was I placed this on here, and I decided to cut it right before the top of the house. So not technically measuring yet, just making sure that it's at the top of the house. So there's that part. Now I want to cut that to measure 4 1/4 because we're covering the entire front of the card. Thank you. Okay, so now if you look at the card again, I decided that I really wanted this tree in my card and maybe not so much of that other tree. See what I mean? Now you could cut a little bit off on this side, but I decided not to. So I'm going to cut this to measure 5 1/2. So here's our 3 pieces left over. Not much you can do with those, but still, this is so beautiful that I wanted that to be the front of my card. So like I said, this is super, super, super simple. We're just going to glue it right onto the front. And then we're going to take our embossing powder and emboss the greeting. I always love embossing. I will never forget the day that Sandra taught me how to emboss. It was the most magical thing I'd ever seen. I thought that, you know, when you say emboss and you think, oh goodness gracious, that's going to be really complicated and you're not going to be able to remember how to do it. And it was just like when she did that Versamark with the powder, it was like magic and so beautiful. Oh, I could not wait to become a demonstrator. Okay, so here is our Misty Moonlight. I've got my heat tool ready. What I've done is I've kind of gotten all of my supplies in this tray so that I don't get this stuff on my desk because I don't like itchy stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do, I don't know, that sounded funny. I don't like itchy stuff. I just have sensory issues. I'm going to brush the Embossing Buddy over my Misty Moonlight. That removes the static. Tony, you can use aluminum foil. Cut some pieces of aluminum foil with your blades. You can try that. Okay, where's my greeting? Wishing you. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to take my Versamark and got to move that out of the way. Okay. Now I'm going to take my powder, my embossing powder, uh-oh, the fan just blew my dimensionals off my desk. Now I'm going to remove this so that I don't blow the powder everywhere when I set that. I've run out of spaces. Hold on. Other side. Well, I have misplaced my tweezers. The embossing kit has some really nice tweezers, and who knows what I did with them. This will take a minute. Okay. My nose still starts to itch, even though I didn't get any of that powder on me. Okay, so now, don't be scared about doing this. It's not going to be perfect. You don't want it to be perfect. It kind of doesn't show because this paper is kind of sort of the same color. Do you know what I mean? But the first thing I'm going to do is actually make this smaller because I feel like I can fussy cut better on smaller pieces of paper. Okay, so I'm going to try to not talk because I'll mess up if I talk. How's that look? There's a couple jagged parts in here, but I don't think anybody's gonna, whoever receives this card, they're not gonna laugh at me. Or maybe they will. I don't know. And then you can either glue it straight on your card or you can pop it up with a dimensional. My dimensionals fell on the floor, so I'm just gonna use minis. My fan blew it away. Now you could add more to this card, but like I said, I just think the paper's so beautiful that I really didn't want to take away from the beautiful paper. So I don't even know what you could do. You could add embellishments, but I really didn't think it needed them. Okay, so we have one more card to make and then we are done. For this one, I did go ahead and, so that you didn't have to watch me die cut again, because it's pretty simple. I went ahead and stamped it and die cut it, so we just have to color it. And I did go ahead and die cut the silver foil as well. Okay, so again, same thing. This card is the standard card base. So you have to decide, what do you want to cut off? Do you want to cut off the top of the trees or do you want to cut off this part? I wanted to cut off the top of the trees, and then after I did it, I'm like, well, maybe I wanted to see more of the fence, so maybe I should have left. I don't know. You know, it's like we can try it that way and see if we like it better, but we might not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little bit off up here at the top. And then I'm going to cut it to measure. No. I'm not. I'm cutting the tops of the trees off. Right? Yeah, I am. Okay, so I'm cutting this to measure 4 1/4. And then for the 5 1/2, I felt that the opening here was more to the right, so it was safe to cut on the left. Does that make sense? Hopefully. See? Now it's still not in the middle, but more in the middle than it was. I would be happy to teach you. Ruh-roh. Looks like I cut that just a little shy of... Cliffy, I'd be happy to do a one-on-one FaceTime video with you, girl. Yes, because I love it. It's pretty simple. You use the Emboss and Buddy, And then you ink it with Versamark, and then you pour the powder on. You shake off the excess powder, and you heat tool it. Heat set it. Yeah, I would be happy to show you. I love it. I don't do it very often, but I like doing it for special occasions like Christmas and what have you. Okay, so we're going to color this image, and this time I used Real Red and Mossy Meadow and Smoky Slate. So Real Red, Mossy Meadow, Smoky Slate. I probably should have colored some of this in advance too, but okay, don't laugh. I can't see with just single glasses on to color. Okay, that's it with the Real Red. Oh, I just noticed I used pecan pie for those, whatever we don't know what those things are. I thought they were like pine cone thingies. I'm concentrating. Okay. Now for the Smoky Slate. Whoops, I got a little bit ink in the middle there. Oh well. And then the sleigh. I'm going to use the brush tip for that part. Ruh-roh, maybe not. I'm using the wrong color. Sorry guys. I accidentally grabbed the gray granite. Oh well. It'll be okay. Now this piece is going to get glued on like that. Now after I did this, I noticed that there is a part of this sleigh that I think maybe is supposed to have the foil, but it just doesn't work when you cut it out. So maybe I shouldn't have brought it to your attention, but I'll show you once I attach it. See this little teeny tiny spot right there? I think that might be part of that might supposed to be the foil. Ooh, but it's not, because it's a kind of impossible to do. Okay, we are done with the coloring. Pretty cute, right? I probably should have went over that with Smoky Slate. Did y'all know that you can do that? In fact, I do it a lot because sometimes I'll grab the wrong color accidentally and I'll just go over it with the right color. The trick is that you just need to make sure you let the first color dry before you do that. Okay? So now this is just going to get slapped on there with dimensionals. And again, I'm using my mini because my regular ones are in the floor. And our greeting that we're going to add is actually on the inside. I will tell you that I went round and round. I had a greeting at the bottom down here, and this was more like that. I'm like, well, no, because this is a road. There's a fence. I don't need it to be like he's going, like this one made sense because this is a hill. You can see the trees going up. This one, they're on a road. There's a fence. There's a tree line. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I just decided to just leave the greeting or put the greeting on the inside. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And we do have the embellishment we're going to add. And then on the inside, what did I do? I just used that same greeting. Where is that? I think I put it back in the box. Here it is. Yeah. And you could just stamp it right inside there. I had used, so here's the truth. This was the image I stamped to put on the front here. And you know what? That's is that Misty Moonlight? I can't even tell. But it was too dark for this card, so I'm like, oh, I'll just put it on the inside. But technically, you don't even have to use another piece of paper. Just take your Memento ink pad and ink it up, right? So we'll do this and then we'll add the embellishments. I think I stamped it a little crooked, but oh well. Now, embellishments. So this is the card that I said that when I went to take pictures, 2 of my snowflakes fell off. Still have not found them. Don't know where they went. These snowflakes have really good adhesive. So the problem is that when I was placing them, I didn't press down. And part of the problem is that when I first made this card today, I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted the embellishments to go. So I picked them up and pulled them off and put them back down again. So it was my own fault that they're floating around here somewhere. I still can't decide, you know, it's like, eh. I don't know. Okay, so recap of all the projects again. And if you weren't here earlier, I'm sorry, I do not have a class packet for this because I am afraid that this paper is going to sell out any day now. It's fabulous. It's so fabulous. Just beautiful, beautiful paper. And the paper doesn't require much to make your card beautiful, right? So here's all 4 of them. I love this one the most. Okay, so any questions? Oh, we've been here for an hour. In just a few minutes, I'm going to do the live prizes. In fact, where did I put them? I don't know. Here they are. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to look and see. Could you cut the runner off the sleigh and mount the silver behind it? Oh, yeah, I could. You're right. That's a good idea. So technically, on this one, we could cut this piece off and then attach the silver foil. That's a great idea. Yeah, so what she's saying is that we could cut this piece off. I think. I don't know. Is that going to show through then? Well, then there's going to be a hole there. So if you guys had a question today that I did not answer, here is my email right here. Shoot me an email. If you won instant prizes last Tuesday, if you won chick candy last Tuesday, anything last week, we went out of town as soon as Wednesday was, when did we go out of town? Thursday. I don't know. I have not mailed last week's prizes. But previous to that, I still have some prizes that have not been claimed. In fact, one of my chick candies, I'm fixing to have to re-gift because I've emailed the person like 2 or 3 times and have not heard from her. So it's kind of sad. Deborah, are you so Deborah says her blends dry up quickly. I have a couple colors that I've had to replace: Pool Party, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Gray Granite, and Smoky Slate. All the others, make sure you snap them closed when you're done. Yeah, make sure you snap them closed, because they should snap them closed. Like, yeah, because they shouldn't be drying out quickly unless you press really hard. Thank you, Sue. Sue said I did a good job fussy cutting the greeting out. I did better earlier than I did tonight, but it's always stressful to do things live, right? There is only one size embossing tray. The big one that I use, that's from like umpteen years ago, like probably 2002. Back when I became a demonstrator. Yeah, we used to have 2 sizes. I will never part with them because they're wonderful. Okay, I'll look for questions later. Like I said, if I missed your question, here's my email. Let's go ahead and do the instant prizes. Let me give y'all the link one more time to enter to win. It's going to take me a minute to get over there to pull the names. Yeah, so Rita says she's only had to replace 4 of her blends. Yeah, so you shouldn't be having to replace them. Okay, so again, the instant prizes tonight are these 3 embossing folders. Don't forget, when the video is over tonight, to leave a comment for the YouTube Chick Candy. And now I'm going to go pull the comments and we're going to draw the winners. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. Okay, how many responses do we have? Having a hard time getting there. It will take me a minute. I got to close some screens too. Okay. Let's hit refresh. That usually makes everything better, right? Oh, goodness gracious. We have 89 responses. So 89 people have, now I'm turning them off. Now we have 91 and it's gone, it's done. So 91 people entered to win. And now I just got to copy everyone's. And I will not spam you. I will not send you any emails from this list. I always delete them afterwards, so you do not have to fear that. Okay, paste. And we are ready to share the screen. So, where is that? Right here. Okay, can y'all see the screen? So, winner number 1. And I will recap the winners in just a minute. So, not number 1, but 104 is Marilyn. Okay, I gotta write this. Marilyn Dans. Give me a minute to write this down. M-A-R. I'm looking for a piece of paper to write on because that's a little bit longer than what I can write on my little label. So I'm going to write it on another piece of paper. Okay, now going to remove that one and draw another one. So that was 104. 105 is, oh, you know what? I copied email addresses. Oh, I'm so stupid. So sorry. That was an accident. Y'all want to see names, don't you? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I pulled the email addresses. And now the next one. So I will go over to the spreadsheet really quickly and pull the names. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so 106. Okay, let me take this off the screen and I will go get y'all the names. How did I do that? Okay, is the screen share gone? It is. Okay, so I'm going to sort this by alphabetical order. So from A to Z. And then I'm going to go to, so M-A-R-I, Maryland, E-D-A-N-S. My ink pen's running out of ink, so it's like every other letter is showing up. And then 105 was Susan, W-O-H-L-F-E-R-T. And then the last one was okay, are y'all still there? Goodness. Okay, so congrats to our winners. I'm going to recap this. So 104 goes to Marilyn Edens, and hopefully I pronounced that right. 105 goes to Susan Walford. I see Susan there, so I see your name. And then 105 is Sandra. Is that C-H-A-N-D-R-A Shaw? Chandra? I think. Shaw. I do have your email addresses, so if I don't hear from y'all, I will email you. Yeah. Congrats to all y'all. So the PDF for this class tonight is going to be posted on my website tomorrow. I have it 90% done. I'm looking for it so that y'all can see it. So here's page 2. Here's page 1. I think the pictures turned out really pretty. It is a free PDF. You don't have to jump through hoops to get it. It's just going to be free over on my website, and it will be available tomorrow. If you subscribe to my blog post, you'll get an email when the post is done, letting you know that it's available. Okay, any last minute questions before I sign off? Sorry I messed up the whole live drawing there. I don't think so. Oh, that's so nice of y'all saying congrats to the winners. Hi, Patsy. Welcome, Kelly. Kelly says she's new to my channel. Oh, yes. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I always forget to say that. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. That way you'll get a notification every time I go live. Once a week. Okay, I think that's it. No last minute questions. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So we'll go back next week to the regular time. So next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, Tuesday. And I don't have any other trips planned until like the end of August. So there won't be any changes to my schedule. In fact, if y'all wanted an early notification, the end of August we have a wedding, and I will be, I don't even think it's not even August. It's Labor Day, Labor Day weekend. So I won't be here September 5th. Yeah, September 5th. I shouldn't miss any Tuesdays until September 5th. Okay, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. Yes, my husband is home. He's upstairs cooking dinner. I'm fixing to go up there and eat. Lynn wants to know how many digits are in the bonus codes. Let me pull you that up real quick because, like I said, today I got mine and I made a folder instantly. So on my bonus day coupons, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a dash. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that one had 13, but I think the other one has 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, they're 13 digits with a dash in between after the first 5. Does that help you? Yeah. I hope that did. Yes, Becky, you can call me. Can you wait an hour? Can I have dinner first? I'll be here. Okay, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much.